So, like I come from, just like you said, my father, he was gastroenterologist, unfortunately he's no more now. It was initially like we were spending some time talking about problems in the space of gastro. I come from technology background as well, and so is my co-founder. This is something which I was exploring in the field of AI at the time. And then we saw quite a few of startups coming up from like imaging, chest x-rays, like pathology-based startups. So they were like all image-based. We were saying that the next natural thing would be some problems in the endoscopy space. So that's where, like in very early days, I kind of enrolled in an accelerator called Entrepreneur First, where I met Deepanshu, my co-founder. Interestingly, both of us are originally, but we are settled in different places. He was in the US, I was in Hong Kong. And yeah, basically, I was looking for someone like more technical who could handle some of these things. I asked him that, hey, if you can drive autonomous cars on the roads, then can you drive endoscopes into the patients? That's how we jokingly started it. But I think that's exactly what we did. The way we saw the industry was also a bit orthogonal, I would say, in general, because usually, like some of the professors, they are pioneers in their own field and they kind of try to solve their own problems, which is great. But then we saw it the other way around. We were like, hey, we have some new cool modern technologies, and then we are going to conduct more of like a process in which we speak to several key opinion leaders. So that's where we started, spoken to like hundreds of doctors. So I started with the key opinion leaders, the seniors. The narrative is like completely changed when I got down to some of the trainees and the junior doctors, where we say that, hey, actually, you know what, instead of helping the very experienced doctors, like how about we question the skills of the things, like question some of the things that the juniors are really struggling, which the seniors are finding it very trivial and obvious. So that's where like we kind of pivoted away into a field which was like improving the quality for the doctors. We're still helping the doctors in a way, but it's like a quality control. We're saying that, we'll question the doctors instead of giving them some aid to that. And that just came organically. We basically worked backwards from kind of solving what kind of problems could we solve from the technology point of view, and interviewing like hundreds of doctors from seniors to juniors. But we eventually thought that, hey, okay, so as a startup, we have to figure out who is the target audience. And we kind of logged ourselves with the junior doctors. And that's why also like we didn't go after the most common problems like polyp detection, which probably like already 10-15 products. So if I started that, probably by now we would have been wrapped up. But Destiny had something else in mind.